Hello, darlings! Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Raven. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you clicking on my video. If you're not new here, welcome back. I'm so glad you decided to come hang out with me again. Today we are doing my November hate-its and favorites. A little collection of things that I've been really enjoying this month, things that have gotten a lot of use, and some things that was like, why? What was the point of that? If you would like to see some of the things that I've been in love with and some of the things that I've not so been in love with, stay tuned. You fancy, even though you feel poopy. So this is kind of my favorites Spoonie edition. Things that helped me out when I was having some really bad pain days. So let's get to it. Alrighty, I'm going to go in order of application on my face and what I was doing there when I just didn't have the energy to really do anything and was very minimal, not leaving the house, you know, just trying to hang on for dear life. My absolute favorite for this month has been the Maybelline Age Rewind Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This is nothing new to my world or arsenal of makeup. This was the first one that I bought, and it is in the shade Light or Pale. There were many days that I didn't even put on foundation. So what I would do is use this sucker and just do a little bit of camouflaging of the monsters that are on my face, camouflaging some of my hyperpigmentation, and then using it on my eyes as a base, and really just blending that out with a sponge. And then instead of going in with a foundation, because why bother when I'm not even leaving the house, this became a holy grail. And that is the Je ne sais quoi face palette. And I hauled this a while ago, and I can link that video down below. And this has got, like, there are a lot of face palettes out there that have a highlighter, bronzer, and blush, but none of them have a translucent powder. So hello, yay. This will be something that is like a Spoonie favorite, is just a daily favorite. It is amazing. So I put on, oh shoot, I forgot, underneath this I will use a pore filling primer, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Because if I'm not careful and I go in too heavy-handed with just the translucent powder, it will settle into my pores, creating like little white polka dots, which, ugh, what is going on? And it was not, I just, what? But I did figure out that if I use a pore filling primer, not a problem at all. I was surprised by that because it, you know, bye pores. Well, it didn't bye my pores, but anyways, I figured out a way to make it work for me, and it works great. Then I've got a little bit of a rosy pinky blush, which I absolutely love my pinky blushes, something to warm up my face a little bit, and a highlighter. Just swipe it up all over my face. And I'm done, like, or almost done. You'll see what else I do. And it's just been a great, fast, easy, all-in-one. I love it. I absolutely love it. It was $42 at Ulta. I will link everything below. Highly recommend this palette. It Cosmetics is awesome. Like, don't let what I said about that translucent powder scare you away from it. It is an absolute great find. I'm going to include this even though I wasn't using it every day. Some days I did go in with my Besame translucent powder in the brightening vanilla rose powder. And it just feels luxurious. Like, I'm a sucker for packaging, and I love that vintagey style. It just makes me feel a little fancier. And that just, I mean, who doesn't want to feel a little fancy? And especially if you're having a high pain day or a flare-up or just in a bad mood, it just kind of makes you feel fancy. So I've really kind of liked that as my, like, you fancy, even though you feel poopy. Again, with It Cosmetics, the It Superhero mascara. Great all-in-one mascara. Lengthens, makes them fuller, it holds a curl. It's a really good, does a little bit of everything and no negative side effects. Like I didn't feel it, it doesn't flake off, hasn't smeared on me. All in one, I only one coat and my eyes open up. Let's talk about what's on my lips right now. Let's go. This started off as a hate it. You know, don't judge a book by its cover, and sometimes you need to give things a second chance. This is the Mary Kay True Dimensions lipstick. Mary Kay True Dimensions. First off, I hate the packaging. Hate it. It's innovative and new and exciting. I didn't know opening a lipstick was boring and needed revamping. So as you can see, like a normal lipstick tube, can't get it. That is because that top right there that shows the color, you have to push it and then take the bottom part and pull it out. Been using this like almost religiously for a month, and I still every time go to pull it and it doesn't come out right. Oh, it's so frustrating. And it's got, did you hear that? That's weird. Weird. Hate the packaging. Does it look nice? Nice, yes. I like that I can see the color. I mean, you kind of really have to look in there to see it, but so I hate the packaging. This, do you see how glossy that is? Like, that is super kill 'em with shineness. Insane. And let me swatch it. Whoa, that was the pooiest swatch ever. Yeah, so it really, I want to say not waxy, like if wax and oil had a baby, it's really moisturizing, really soft, really moves around. And I mean, check this out. Yeah. Does that look like anything that I'm ever gonna like? No. So this was total like, not happening in my world. And it has that just kind of like generic waxy lipstick smell. Yeah, not my cup of tea, man. And when I very first put it on, I didn't treat it like it was a waxy, moisturizing, almost gloss. Like right before you get to gloss, dial it back a notch, and that's where we're at. And so when I first put it on, I really went in and thick and tried to get that perfect line, perfect pout, perfect. And it was just a goopy mess. And I was like, and I couldn't get it to stay where it wanted to go. And I really almost threw it in the garbage. I was like, no. And then I saw how much it was. And it retails for $18. And for $18, I'm not gonna I'm gonna try to make it work. And I'm so glad I did, because this has really become a holy grail, or I don't know if it's there yet, but it might become a holy grail. First off, I'm wearing it right now. Does it look like a nightmare? No, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm really happy with it. It's super duper comfortable, super duper moisturizing. And when I have not been feeling well, instead of just applying it, you know, I will dab it on my lips and then take my finger and just kind of, you know, wipe it around. And then it's almost like a tinted lip gloss or tinted moisturizer. It just becomes a subtle wash of color that feels good on the lips and helps me feel pretty, you know, and I love it. So, on those days, instead of like, I have a vanity here, but I will leave it in the bathroom. Maybe this is too much information, but I will leave it in the bathroom. So every time I go into the bathroom, I will just grab it, pick it up and go pop, 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 wipe, and good to go. Totally easy to apply. Makes me feel pretty. Love it. So that's the way I've been wearing it all month. Or today I put it on just a little bit thicker. It's great for just throwing it in my purse when my mom says, let's go to Walmart and it's way too early. And I'm like, forget it. Throw this in my purse, put it on right before I walk into the store. And then I don't feel like such a beast. And I got it from my friend Lindsay, who is a Mary Kay person. And I'm going to link all of her stuff, her information or whatnot below. If you're interested and want to support her, you know, like super, super cool. That's your call. I'm just relaying the information and I'm really happy about this one. Oh, I didn't even tell you, this is in the color Sizzling Red. Next item on my list that has become kind of a lifesaver, and I wish I could say I'm wearing it now, but I'm not, is the NYX mascara. It's not mascara, tinted brow moisturizer in the brown. This is the way I prefer to do my brows on a daily basis. It's with the Benefit Goof Proof. Love that stuff. But when I don't feel good and don't have 10 to 15 minutes to make this magic happen on my face, any brow tinted moisturizer, this is just the one that I happen to be using, is perfect for just coloring the brows that you have, just going over it. I'm not worrying about really shaping and drawing them on or anything, but just coloring what I have there makes such a huge difference in the way my whole face looks. So that has been my favorite brow product, easy brow product of the month. Super duper happy. Alrighty. Because I did not wear makeup so much this month, I have a very short list. Okay, so that is really it with my favorites. Well, I have another one that was kind of like, I hated it at first and now I'm like, oh, it's okay. So this is kind of like getting into the hate it's product. I got my very first Influencer Vox box. If you don't know what Influencer is, look it up, download the app. All you got to do is anytime you buy something, give it a review, and then sometimes they will send you boxes of free stuff. Like, that's so cool. So I got my first Vox box, and it was a Lancome box, which I was totally thrilled about because Lancome is like prestigious and ooh la 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 la. They sent me 2 of these puppies. They're the Drama Liqui-pencil Extreme Longwear Eyeliner, and the whole idea of them is they're supposed to be like a pencil that performs like a liquid. I'm a liquid eyeliner wearer. I don't really do sticks. So I was like, oh, there's a learning curve. There's a learning curve. Tried them out the very first time. They are so super soft and glide on really well. Like, they're pretty soft and waxy. And this is the purple. Oh, let me sharpen. I did send a Lancome sharpener, which I understand why they did that, because you have to sharpen these every 5 seconds because the product is so soft. There is the metallic purple color and the black. Yeah, so the very first time I tried the black, tried to do a winged eyeliner, and it was a hot flipping mess. There is, as soon as you do anything to it, that point is absolutely gone. So trying to get the point on the end of a wing, freaking nightmare. Then when you try to go over it, it's like a dry erase marker where you go over it and it erases what was underneath it. So that was a nightmare. Tried to blend with it. The blending was okay, but if you did not do it freaking quickly, there was no shot, because it does set down and become like, you're not moving it. So for what I wear eyeliner for, I might as well just throw them in the garbage. Not my cup of tea. Are they bad products? I mean, look, okay, so I just put, look at that. So they set, and they're not budging. They're not going anywhere. So that's a plus, absolutely a plus, unless you make a freaking mistake. Yeah, good luck with that. I gave up on tight lining 100 years ago because I don't like to poke myself in the eyeball, and there's no point in poking myself in the eyeball if no matter what I do, it's just going to transfer down here and be gone. Like, what's the point? No. So, but I thought I would give it a shot because, well, these don't work for what I want them to work for. Let's see if they do something else. These puppies are amazing for tight lining or water lining. You know, when you put stuff in the water line, they work great. I'm not a huge fan of in the water line because for me, it closes up my eyes. Not the look I usually go for, but I have been experimenting with using these puppies to tight line my upper eyelashes, and they work wonderful. It's soft enough. I'm not scared I'm going to point myself in the eyeball or poke myself in the eyeball. Goes on very easily. You don't have to go back and forth. Goes on very, very easily. And this purple shade makes my green eyes pop. Oh my God. You can't even see it. You're not like, oh, hey, she's wearing purple eyeliner in her waterline. No, you don't even notice it, but that slight, subtle, not black right next to my green eyes, it just really makes them stand out. Amazing. It will add one more step to your routine because when you do go in and put that on your waterline, it will try to gum up your eyelashes. So then all you need to do is take a little bit, but then just take a spoolie, a naked one, and go through it. No problem at all. So there is another object that I kind of thought was a hate it that turned into a favorite. So that's pretty cool. Sweet. All right. So that's the good and the sort of what. Oh no, I have one more thing that's not makeup. One more thing that's not makeup. This was sent to me a few months ago and I lost it. And I just found it a few weeks ago and I'm so thankful I did because this was sent to me by just a friend that follows me on Instagram. I've never met this person, this person in person. They just said, hey, I'm thinking of you. Can I send you something? And she sent me this necklace. Keep breathing. And it's a little spoon on there and it's red glitter. Okay. Red's my favorite color. I'm a Spoonie, which if you don't know what the term is, I'm not going to go into it. Just go look it up. And I have, breathe written on my arm to remind me to sometimes take a deep breath. This is from this comes from the company, an Etsy company called Femcraft. So it is just a small, maybe 1 or 2 person operation. So total individual. I'm going to link their Instagram and their Etsy store down below. They don't have just like chronic illness type jewelry. They have all kinds of jewelry. I'm totally going to shop with them this Christmas for something for my kiddo because there's lots of anime type stuff. There's superhero stuff. There's just it's overwhelming. There's so much stuff. There's really something for everybody in their shop, and it is all handmade, supporting a small business, and it was so heartfelt and so touching, and I'm just really kind of blown away by the generosity of people, and that just really made my day, made my month, made my week, and I've been wearing it all month, especially the last week or two where I really kind of need to remember to like just keep breathing, just Inhale, exhale, move on, move forward, and everything will be okay. Okay, so that is the good. Let's go into, I only have 2 products because I was too lazy to try out new stuff. Not lazy, I was just, it didn't happen. I didn't try out a lot of new things. So I didn't have a lot of fails. But I got this NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. I think this came in an Ipsy bag. I could be wrong. Let's try it and see what happens. Ew, no. So it's got one of those kind of things. It's squeezing out so you can see what's on there. And it looks like kind of molten liquid metal. I mean, it looks gorgeous. It really does look gorgeous. But you can see how it's gunked up right there. Yeah, it totally gets like gunky and icky, and then you really got to work to blend it out. And I got a lot on, so it's going to take a second to really show it, but it just gets patchy. And I mean, so if you're it's just patchy. Look at that. Ugh. And streaky. Ugh. It looks, just no. Just the formula is poo. Look how well those eyeliners are holding up. Those suckers don't budge. Glad I did not pay for it. Would not pay for it. And now that I've said that, it's going in the garbage. In the Lancome Vox box, I got a mascara. It is Definisil. Foreign languages. Yeah, so it is that mascara. I can't put this in a hate it. I can just put a category, really, because it wasn't like, screw you, mascara. It was just like a, why mascara? Like, why? Lancome, you have the Hypnos Drama. Oh, that is the bomb. Stop. You already did a good job. You win. That mascara is amazing. So why would you even? Now I do like the wand. The wand is great, and it probably works really well for not putting mascara on your glasses. Works good for the lower lash line. And it's not like I'm going to throw it away. I will use it on my lower lash line, but there's no point in trying putting it on my top lash line or my top lashes because it does nothing. It barely covers the lashes that I do have in a darker color in black. And this isn't, it's like a gray black. It's like a gray black. It's not even like a blackest black. It's a gray black. So it makes them slightly darker, but it does not volumize. It does not lengthen. It does not curl. It doesn't do anything that you want a mascara to do. All it does is slightly cover the exact lashes that you have, which is why I say I will wear it on the bottom lashes because I'm not going to let anything go to waste, you know. I always try to make something work any way I can. Just why? If you have perfect eyelashes, like if you were born with the right length and the right fullness and the right curl, first off, I hate you out of jealousy. If you are that person, this will work just fine for you. Just fine for you. Anybody else? No. Just no. No. Waste. Just a waste of everything. Okay. It is time for me to grab the ice pack and take a rest because I've been sitting in this chair for a while. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you enjoyed my favorites and hate-its this month Spoonie edition. Maybe you liked some of the products that I mentioned, or maybe you need some helpful recommendations for those days where you just don't feel well enough, or don't have the time or the energy, or don't care to do the full face of makeup, and you just need something light, quick, easy to get yourself out the door, hopefully this has been helpful to you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Until next time. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Please, please, please subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.